left of our screen, Great Britain; on the right, Australia. This is the final of the women's 3,000-metre team pursuit. Joanna Rousel leading off Laura Trott, followed by Danny King for Great Britain, and for Australia it's Annette Edmondson leading off Melissa Hoskins, and third wheel will be Josephine Tomic. This is going to be some fight.
Well, as I say, we can expect Australia to put in a very, very strong start here, but they really need to calm it down. It cost them later in the race. The British team rode a beautifully paced schedule all of the way.
Looking at the team from Australia, coached by Gary Sutton, who's in the back straight, and Paul Manning there. He is the coach for Great Britain, and of course Paul Manning, winner of a gold medal in Beijing for team pursuiting. There's nothing that he doesn't know about this particular discipline, and they are at the moment looking very, very polished, both squads. Get an idea of the kind of tempo they're on when they come to complete the opening kilometre.
Well, we'll expect the British team to be behind at this stage, and I actually think that's good news because they paced it beautifully this morning. They're over 1 second behind. Well, that's slightly less than in the qualifying ride.
Fast opening kilometre, 107.9 by Australia. They are well inside world record pace here, and it's going to take an amazing world record by Australia to deny Great Britain the gold medal.
Well, have they gone off too quickly, Co? That's what happened in the qualifying ride this morning. The Great Britain team being shown by coach Paul Manning. They are on schedule, so they're riding to a perfectly attuned pace. The Australians, well, they've gone off very, very quick.
They certainly have. There is the coach, as you can see, indicating to them how much they trail by, but there's no panic at the moment. And just to underline what Chris said, have Australia gone away too quick? Because you can give too much too early and then pay a big, big price. But the crowd here are getting behind Australia, but Great Britain are now starting to go about chipping away at the advantage and limit the gains of the Aussies.
Well, they haven't got far to go. That's the problem. They're taking it back at a tenth a lap at the moment. Well, they're going to have to increase that rate again if they're going to take this title, but they're not going in the right direction.
Still ticks on. Well, it's inside a second. It's 0.8 now, the difference. Midway point then. Australia the quickest on 2:11.5. We're into the final 4 laps now, and the crowd are starting to stand here as they're cheering the Australians on. Here comes Great Britain. It's getting closer. It's 0.5. It's coming down all the time.
Well, this is going to come down to, did the Australians start too quickly? It was a blistering opening kilometre, the fastest ever seen, I think, and I don't know whether they've paid a price or not. We're going to find out in the next few seconds.
Well, look at this now. Great Britain have gone ahead.
They've got it.
This trio of youngsters pedaling round the boards here, silky smooth, turning on the style and giving us a stellar performance. Coming up then to the line again, and Great Britain are really tapping out an unbeatable rhythm. Keep an eye then on the clock. Are we going to see another world record? Great Britain lining up here for the gold medal. That world record that they set this morning, 3:16.850. Here they come up to the line. Great Britain are going to take the gold medal. They take it. Look at the time. I don't believe it. It's a world record again. Great Britain 3:15.720, and it was a delivery timed with absolute perfection. Australia settling for silver again with an astonishing time of 3:16.9. But Great Britain, Chris, they didn't panic. They allowed Australia to take the race on, and then when the time came, they slowly chipped away at the advantage.
It takes an awful lot of confidence to start like that in a world title race, to actually just think, no, we're not going to look at the other team, we're going to do our thing. And I have to say, when I saw that opening kilometre from Australia, I thought, that's it, that's exactly what you wanted them to do. They've gone off so fast, and it's just not possible to continue at that kind of price. And sure enough, they paid it in that last kilometre.
Only a tad inside 1:08, but that is definitely the fastest opening 4 laps I've ever seen in women's team pursuiting. So Joanna Rousel, Laura Trott and Danny King have won the World 3,000-metre team pursuit title, and they'll be on the podium a little later to collect the jerseys and the gold medal. But it really was a polished performance, silky smooth, stellar performance, as I said in commentary. And here's a chance to look at a few images. They held the line absolutely perfectly, and that really is the way to do it. Look at the face on King here as she gulps in the air at the front.
Well, she was astonished. We saw her put her hand over her mouth as they crossed the line. She just couldn't believe how quick they'd gone, and that's the difference of having another team on the track. They effectively rode the same as they did in qualification, but they had another team a few seconds in front punching a hole in the air, and that really makes a difference.
Perfect blanket finish as well.